Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Thursday, February 19th, Bill's paramedic push, Ridge face-off causes Eric medical scare. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B spoilers for Thursday, February 19th, reveal that Eric Forrester John McCook will get all worked up now that Ridge Forrester Torsten K knows the truth. Eric's health will take a terrible turn after clashing with Ridge, so Bill will think it's time to call for paramedics. At the Forrester mansion, Katie Logan Spencer Heather Tom just came clean about Eric being her newest Logan hire. Eric was exposed as Katie's lead designer, so Ridge is clearly outraged over his father's betrayal. Brooke Logan Forrester Catherine Kelly Lang won't be happy about this news either and may rant at Katie for even considering this arrangement. Of course, Bill will rush to Katie's defense and argue that they had every right to hire Eric after Ridge gave him the boot. As for Ridge and Eric, they'll have a major showdown on Thursday's B&B episode. Eric will struggle to breathe again as this face-off becomes increasingly heated, so he'll eventually seem like he's on the verge of collapse. Donna Logan Forrester Jennifer Garice will freak out along with everyone else, so Bill will suggest calling 911. Bill will think they need to get the paramedics over there ASAP, so Donna will surely agree with that since she's already been concerned about Eric's breathing issues. Eric is stubborn and may insist on skipping a hospital visit once he calms down, but there'll be some scary moments for now. In the meantime, Liam Spencer Scott Clifton and Hope Logan Spencer Annika Noel will worry about the fallout of Katie hiring Eric. Now that Liam has blabbed about Eric's designer gig at Logan, Hope will realize the big reveal's going to leave Ridge and Brooke livid. Hope was already on edge over all the friction between Brooke and Katie, but she'll assume it's going to get even worse. Although Hope will get why Katie would want a designer of Eric's caliber, she'll also know this is going to unleash a world of drama. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Liam and Hope will prepare for the storm that's brewing, but they won't know it's already arrived at the Forrester mansion. Thursday's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful is set to deliver high-stakes drama, emotional confrontations, and a terrifying medical emergency that could change the Forrester family forever. As tensions explode between father and son, an already fragile situation spirals into a crisis no one saw coming. At the center of the storm is Eric Forrester, whose health has been a growing concern behind the scenes. Though he has tried to maintain his strength and dignity, those closest to him know the truth: Eric is pushing himself too far. And on Thursday, that strain may finally catch up with him in the worst possible way. Bill's bold paramedic push. Meanwhile, across town, Bill Spencer Jr. is in full crisis mode. Known for his ruthless business instincts and commanding presence, Bill rarely shows vulnerability. But when someone he cares about is in danger, he doesn't hesitate to take charge. When word spreads that Eric's condition has taken a sharp turn, Bill wastes no time. Even though he's not a Forrester, he understands the gravity of what's happening. Whether it's loyalty, rivalry, or sheer adrenaline, Bill makes a decisive move. He pushes for paramedics immediately. Witnesses say Bill's commanding voice echoes through the mansion as he demands action. Call 911. Now. There's no room for debate. In his mind, every second counts. His urgency shocks some of the Forresters, particularly those who believe Eric would prefer privacy. But Bill doesn't care about pride or optics. He cares about survival. It's a rare glimpse of compassion from the typically hard-edged Titan, and it leaves even his critics momentarily speechless. Could Bill's swift decision be the very thing that saves Eric's life? Ridge's explosive confrontation. The real catalyst for the medical scare, however, stems from a heated showdown between Eric and his son, Ridge Forrester. Ridge has been walking a fine line for weeks, torn between respecting his father's legacy and worrying about his declining health. But Thursday's episode pushes those simmering emotions to a boiling point. What begins as a disagreement over business quickly turns personal. Ridge questions whether Eric should still be calling the shots at Forrester Creations. He insists it's time to step back, to rest, to focus on recovery. But Eric hears something very different: doubt. For Eric, fashion isn't just a business, it's his identity. Being told to step aside feels like being erased. The more Ridge presses, the more defensive Eric becomes. Voices rise. Old wounds resurface. Decades of father-son rivalry spill into the open. And then it happens. Mid-argument, Eric falters. His hand trembles. His breathing grows shallow. What starts as a passionate exchange quickly turns into panic as Eric clutches his chest. Ridge's anger evaporates instantly, replaced with horror. "Dad," he whispers, catching Eric before he collapses completely. The room freezes. A mansion in chaos. As the reality of the situation sinks in, the Forrester mansion erupts into chaos. Family members rush to Eric's side. Someone shouts for oxygen. Another grabs a phone. Emotions are raw, guilt palpable. Ridge is visibly shaken. His earlier confrontation now feels like a cruel twist of fate. Did he push his father too hard? Did the stress trigger this collapse? Even those who have disagreed with Eric in the past are overwhelmed with fear. Whatever their differences, Eric is the patriarch, the heart of the family. Losing him would shatter everything. When paramedics arrive, the tension intensifies. Medical equipment fills the elegant living room. Instructions are barked. A stretcher is prepared. Bill stands nearby, watching closely. For once, he's silent. The weight of regret. As Eric is loaded into the ambulance, Ridge's expression says it all. This wasn't how it was supposed to go. He wanted to protect his father, not push him toward disaster. Flashbacks of their argument replay in Ridge's mind, every sharp word, every frustrated sigh. The possibility that this could be their last conversation hangs heavy in the air. Family members offer support, but Ridge is inconsolable. The rivalry that once defined his relationship with Eric now feels painfully trivial. Will Eric recover, or has this confrontation changed everything? What happens next? Thursday's episode ends on a heart-stopping cliffhanger as the ambulance speeds away, sirens wailing into the night. Inside, paramedics work urgently to stabilize Eric. Outside, the Forrester family is left reeling. At the hospital, doctors will face critical decisions. Tests will be run. Prognoses will be whispered. And loved ones will brace for answers they may not be ready to hear. One thing is certain: nothing will be the same after this. Bill's decisive action may earn him unexpected respect. Ridge may be forced to confront his own guilt and re-evaluate his priorities. And the entire Forrester dynasty could be reshaped by what happens in the next few hours. A turning point for the Forresters. This medical scare isn't just about one man's health, it's about legacy, pride, and the fragile bonds of family. Eric has always been the glue holding the Forresters together. If that glue weakens, old fractures could widen. Will Ridge step up in a new way if his father can't continue? Will the family unite or splinter under pressure? And perhaps most intriguingly, will Bill's unexpected heroics shift alliances in ways no one anticipated? Thursday's episode promises emotional performances, shocking twists, and a reminder that in Los Angeles, even the strongest empires can crumble in an instant. Fans of the bold and the beautiful won't want to miss a single second. Between Bill's paramedic push and Ridge's devastating face-off with Eric, February 19th is shaping up to be one of the most unforgettable episodes of the season. Because when power, pride, and family collide, the fallout is never simple, and sometimes, it's downright life-threatening.